Okay, perfect. So guys, I can't see the comments while I'm actually sharing my screen. Okay, so I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. Okay, amazing. So here, as you guys can see, we've created our demo account, okay? So if you have an iPhone, you're simply gonna go to settings and create a demo account. Now, if you guys have an Android, it will create a demo account for you automatically, okay? So now let's just kind of give you guys an overview of how this application works and how you're gonna be able to use it, okay? Now, as you guys can see on my screen, this is what we call the home page of the app, okay? No matter if you have an Android or an iPhone, every time you open up this app, it's going to take you to this home screen. Now, what this home screen is, it's a list of currency pairs, okay? So we as traders, guys, we invest in currency pairs. So here is where you guys are gonna have the currency pairs that you're going to be investing in, okay? So I would note that down on your notes. The home page of the application, every time you open it, will take you to this page, which is the currency page. Now, as you go below, as you look down, I'm going to explain to you the different type of sections of the app. So the first homepage is our quotes app with currency pairs. Our second page is the chart. So this is actually the graphic that we're looking at, okay, in terms of studying the analysis so we know what's going to be able to happen. Then if you guys go to trade, this is where you're going to be seeing your balance, okay? So when you're actively investing in the market, you're going to be able to find it right here. When you guys are losing money, you're going to find it right here. When you're gaining money, you're going to be actually looking right here. So this is where you're going to be basically probably mostly on seeing what kind of what your trades are currently doing, how they're currently working out, and what is your current balance, okay? Now on the history down below, this is just letting you know what you've done in the past days, couple of weeks, or couple of months. So a lot of traders do something what we call back testing. And what that means is they study their past week, right? So they look at where did they go wrong, where did they go right the week before or the month before. And this is a really good section to identify your wins and your losses over a period of time, okay? Now, if we continue to settings, this is where you just have some basic things like language, chats, news, building a new account, okay? So if everybody is with me so far, okay, I want you to put some ones in the chat. If everybody is with me so far, please place some ones in the chat. Okay, amazing. So now that we kind of understand just a little bit of an overview of how MetaTrader 4 works, let's see, okay, how does Igotrade get implemented into all of this? Okay, so I want you guys to imagine this, okay? The way that Igotrade is going to work is going to be the same way, okay, when someone sends you a message or when your phone gives you an alert because of an email, okay? What Igotrade is simply doing, guys, is that we've got experts and professionals, okay, within Melius that are very qualified, okay, in terms of trading. What they're simply going to be doing is when they see something in the market, they're going to be sharing those ideas with you. And all you simply need to know is how to copy and paste the information that they're giving you so you could have the same turnout that they are having, okay? So this is almost going to be like a signal service, right? This application is going to be sending you alerts throughout the day, throughout the week of trade ideas, of trade signals. So you can simply gain knowledge, but also put that same input to make some money, okay? So I want you guys to imagine that you guys just got an alert off of Igotrade. And we can actually do some of these together, okay? Because a lot of them have not been active yet, okay, guys? So I want you to imagine that Igotrade has sent you an alert, and it has come on your notifications banner, right? So make sure on your settings of your phone, You have your notifications on for Igotrade. Very, very important. So let's assume I get an Igotrade notification. No matter what it is I'm doing, I get the same notification I would be getting if someone sent me a message. I would open up the notification, and as soon as I open up the notification, it will then take me to the screen that you guys are seeing, okay? So this signal actually happened about 4 hours ago at 11:55 my time, right? Luckily for everybody on this call, we can all take this trade together, okay? This is still a trade that everybody can take advantage of who decided to be on this call. So I have opened up my alert, I've opened up my notification, and it has automatically redirected me to this screen. What I see is what I will see when I open up this notification, okay? So I want you guys to really write step by step of what it is I'm sharing with you. So when you guys get your own signals and notifications later on this week, you feel confident in understanding what to do, okay? So the first step that you guys are going to do is identify what is the currency pair. What is Igotrade suggesting you should invest in? What is Igotrade recommending that you should invest in, okay? The first thing you're going to do when you open up the alert and it has redirected you to this page, the first thing you are going to do, step number 1, is identify the currency pair, okay? Can anybody tell me in the chat, what is the currency pair? And I actually recommend if you guys could just take off your mics and verbally speak it so I don't have to go on and off by sharing the screen. Could someone please share with me what they believe the currency pair we should be investing in is?
All right, so Paula, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna tell you what people are saying in the chat box because
okay,
people don't have permission to unmute the mic. So a lot of people are saying Euro USD. So Lindsay say Euro USD. Daniela is saying Euro USD. Nathan is saying Euro USD. So yeah, that's what's being said.
Awesome, guys. So we're perfect, Walter. Thank you so much. So we're all on the same page, okay? Igotrade is letting you know that the pair that you're going to be investing in is the euro versus the dollar, okay? So step number 1, guys, was identify the currency pair. Step number 2, okay, is going to be going back to MetaTrader 4 and finding that specific currency pair, right? Step number 1 was to identify what pair we are investing in. Step number 2 is to open up MetaTrader 4 and to find that same currency pair. So as you guys can see on my screen, Euro USD is the first currency pair that's on my screen. Now I want to show you guys a trick. Let's say it was not a part of my list. On the upper right hand corner, there is a plus sign, okay? If you were to click that plus sign and then click on Forex, you will see more pairs that you can add, okay? So as you guys grow your list of pairs that you're gonna be investing in, you may need to find them. So star that and write that as a note. If you don't see it on your home page, all you simply have to do is click the plus sign and add that pair to your list so you can then invest in it. So the second step was to find that same currency pair. And as we all agreed on, Euro USD is the pair that Igotrade is recommending me to invest in. So I'm simply going to do this next, right? You could take this as step number 3. I'm going to click on the pair, simply touch it, and it's always going to give me these 3 options to either trade, chart, or details. Your third step is to click the pair and then to hit trade. Now, as you guys can see, after I hit trade, it redirected me to another screen, okay? Now, don't feel overwhelmed. Don't feel stressed. It's only going to redirect you to these 2 screens, and the screens never change. So just have to get used to how the screens look and what they have to say. And that's as simple as it gets, guys. Okay? So after I've identified my pair, after I've clicked on my pair, and then I've selected trade, it will redirect me to this trade, to this screen. Now here, as you guys can see, there's some empty spaces and some information on it. Okay? Now, does everybody see where it says instant execution on my screen? Walter, please let me know in the chat. Does everybody see where it says instant execution on my screen?
I'm getting a lot of yeses. I'm getting yeses from everyone, from Lyndon, from Kay, from Richie, from
Awesome.
Ray, from Sharon. They're all saying yes.
Awesome, guys. So check this out. When I hit instant execution, more options come up, okay? So these are the different types of trades that you will be taking. Now, don't feel overwhelmed. You may not know what each of them mean, but all you have to know is that these are considered different trades, okay? Now, I want you guys to write in your notes. Instant execution means market execution. Instant execution means market execution. And I want you guys to write this down. When you guys do an instant execution type of trade or a market execution type of trade, because they mean the same thing, it means you're instantly investing into the market. When you guys do an instant execution or a market execution, it means you're instantly executing into the market. You're instantly investing into the market. Now, I want you guys to write this as a side note, where it says buy limit, buy stop, and sell stop. Those means pending orders, okay? So I want you guys to jot that down. Buy limit, sell limit, a buy stop, and a sell stop means a pending order, okay? All these are just fancy names for saying what type of trade is this going to be, okay? What type of trade is this going to be? Now, I want you guys to pay very close attention to the next step. I'm going to go back to Igotrade, okay? And I'm going to identify what type of trade is this going to be. The first thing I identified on this application was a type of currency pair. The second thing I'm now going to identify, okay, which could be looked at as step number 4, is what type of trade is this going to be? What type of trade is Igotrade telling me? Is Igotrade telling me that this is going to be a pending order or an instant execution? Now, I want you guys to look on the right-hand corner. And does everybody see where it says stop order? If you see where it says stop order on gray lettering in the right-hand corner, please say yes in the chat box. And Walter, please let me know.
Yes, Paul, I'll get a lot of yeses, a lot of yeses.
Amazing. So it's so important, guys, that we just stay interactive because it'll be so much easier for you guys to understand, okay? So I want you guys to write this down in your notes. A stop order, okay? Stop order equals a buy stop or a sell stop. A stop order means a buy stop or a sell stop. Now, I also want you guys to write this down. A limit order means a buy limit or a sell limit. A limit order means a buy limit or a sell limit. Okay, guys? So because this says a stop order, this is indicating that this type of trade will be a buy stop or a sell stop. Now, how do we conclude which one it will be? Does everybody see where it says buy underneath of Euro USD and green lettering? Does everybody see where it says buy under green lettering, under Euro USD? Please let me know, Walter, if I get some yeses in the chat.
I see a lot of yeses. Yes, we do. Yes, yes, yes. A lot of yeses.
Okay, guys. Amazing. So check this out. Because it says that it's going to be a buy and you know it's a stop order, you've now concluded that this trade is going to be a buy stop. If you guys are with me, throw some ones in the chat, please.
Yes, I see a lot of yeses again, Paula. I see a lot of ones.
Amazing.
Well.
Amazing.
One.
So this is what you guys are going to do. After you've identified, right, what type of trade is going to be, you're going to locate that type of trade into your MetaTrader 4, okay? So we agreed that this was going to be a buy stop. Is that correct, everybody? Throw some yeses in the chat if we agree this was going to be a buy stop.
I don't see any yeses, Paula. Oh, now I do. Now they're dropping. Now they're dropping the yeses.
Okay, awesome. So now that I've identified that this is going to be a buy stop type of trade, right underneath of where it says buy stop, guys, it says 0.02 in black lettering. I recommend everybody maybe practicing with 0.10, just so you understand how many pips you're winning. But for proper risk management, that won't be recommended depending on your account size. Now, what I recommend is that once you guys understand that the money's in the pips, not in how much money you're making, this game will get a lot easier. So I recommend doing 0.10 simply because it's $1 per pip, and you guys can naturally start calculating on average how many pips you win. Because it's not about how much money you win, but how many pips you guys are catching, okay? So after you've identified how much you're gonna be investing per pip, you see 3 options. You see where it says price, you see where it says stop loss, and you see where it says take profit. If you guys are with me so far, place some ones in the chat, please.
Yep, ones are dropped. There's a lot of ones. Wow.
Okay, amazing. So I want you guys to pay very close attention because these are the last steps that you guys are going to be learning what to do to just help you, okay? So the first thing I need to fill in is my price. I'm going to go back to Igotrade and identify the price that they are recommending, okay? Now, where you guys are going to be able to find the price is always where it says buy or sell underneath of the currency pair. So can anybody tell me what it says underneath of Euro USD next to buy in green lettering? And Walter, please share.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. 1.118.
Awesome. Does everybody see that?
Yep.
Okay. Now check this out, guys. This is why we love technology. Okay. We simply just have to copy, okay, 1.118 and go back to our MetaTrader 4 and paste that price. Now, when you click on the empty space, it's always going to put in random numbers for you. Don't worry, just erase those numbers and click paste, okay? If you guys are with me so far, place some ones in the chat.
Yep, I see a lot of ones. A lot of ones.
Okay, perfect. So guys, just stay focused because we're almost done. And this is the easiest part about everything, okay? So we're going to go back to Igotrade and copy the stop loss and our take profit, okay? So when I look on my screen, if I go down to where it says stop loss in white lettering, can someone tell me what my stop loss will be in the chat, please?
All right, so 1.111.
Amazing. Does everybody agree and does everybody see that?
They said yes.
Okay. Now, why do we love technology? Because things are simple. We're going to copy our stop loss and then paste it to our MetaTrader 4 application. Now, remember, when I click on the empty space, it's going to fill in numbers for me. Simply erase them and paste that information. Now, I want you guys to write a keynote and a side note, especially if you're an Android user, okay? If you guys are an Android user, it's not going to say stop loss or take profit. It's going to have a green line and a red line. Your green line means take profit, and your red line means stop loss, okay? So I want to know, I'm going to repeat myself. If you guys are an Android user, have an Android, okay? Instead of saying take profit and stop loss, it will have a green line and a red line. Your green line means take profit, and your red line means stop loss. So the information that you're going to be copying and pasting will go on that green line or on that red line. Okay, guys? If you guys are with me so far, place someone in the chat. If you guys are with me so far, place a 1 in the chat.
They're with you, Paula. There's a lot of ones.
Amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. So what I kind of recommend, okay, is to start practicing with TP number 1, okay? Now, to be quite honest with you, okay, I've been studying Igotrade for the last 60 to 90 days, and a lot of the trades hit take profit too, okay? So it's really up to your own personal discretion. I would say if you've never ever played on a demo account to do take profit 1, copy take profit 1. But if you've been practicing it for more than quite some time, I would recommend taking take profit 2. To be honest, most of the trades, 85% of the time, hit take profit 2. Okay? Would you agree with that, Walter?
110%.
Amazing. Okay? So to help you guys earn some more money, okay, let's practice copying and pasting take profit 2. So as you guys can see here, there's 6 different six different type of take profits. And all this means, guys, is different type of targets, okay? These are the different type of targets that the traders are saying and recommending you to invest into the market. So we're gonna learn how to copy and paste take profit 2. Can anybody tell me in the chat what take profit 2 is?
All right, a lot of people are saying 1.122.
Amazing, guys. So we're all on the same page. So I'm now going to copy my take profit 2. And you remember, right? When you click that blank space, it's automatically going to put numbers there. Just erase them. Now, this is a trade that everybody on this call can take advantage of it. So let's place it together. I'm simply going to hit place. And I have done my first investment. I have done my first trade. Okay? So guys, because it's a pending order, bear in mind, what a pending order means is you are telling your smartphone that you don't want to invest into this market until it hits a specific price. So until the market hits the specific price, it will not activate this trade for you, okay? So on its own, you may look at your phone and notice that you're currently actively trading on this trade simply by it being activated. So everybody on this call can take advantage of this trade. So let's just go over, okay, 2 more and help you guys move on. So amazing. We can all take this one again together, okay? So I want you guys to imagine you guys just got this alert on your cell phone. You've opened up the notification and it's taking you to this page. What is the first step you guys are going to do, ladies and gentlemen? If you could share with me in the chat, and Walter, if you could tell me what they're saying.
I'm not officially the commentator. All right. Guys, what do you guys say? Let's see. We have 1.122. Well, check currency pairs.
What is the first step? What is the first step that we're going to do, team? What does your note say?
So Kay said go to MetaTrader 4. Jerome said identify the currency pair. Joy said should you buy or sell? And then Ray said check currency pair. So I believe a lot of people.
Okay, awesome, guys. So I want you guys to really understand these steps one by one. Step number one is to identify the currency pair. Okay, so everybody needs to have that written down in their notes. Step number one is to identify the currency pair. Step number two, okay, is to now go to MetaTrader 4 and to find that currency pair. If everybody is with me, place a 1 in the chat, please. Yeah, Walter, am I getting yeses in the chat?
Yes, you are.
Okay, amazing. So as you guys can see on my screen, USD CHF is right there. I'm simply going to tap it, then I'm going to hit trade. Now, can someone tell me what I'm going to do after this? What does
Sorry,
your note
Paula,
say,
someone
guys?
said that Lyndon said that she's a bit lost, or he's a bit lost from the last trade. I think Lyndon's the guy's name. But yeah, whoever Lyndon is a bit lost from the last trade.
Okay, so where are they lost? If they could comment in the chat, please.
So I said go back to Igotrade.
Okay, here I am.
All right, Paula, just carry on. Just repeat the part that you just said.
Okay, so the first thing you guys are going to do, I want you to imagine that Igotrade has just notified you. They have sent you an alert on your phone. The first step you're going to do is open this notification. When you open this notification, it's going to redirect you to Igotrade. Now, the first thing you're going to do when you've opened the application is step number one. Identify the currency pair that Igotrade is recommending you to invest in. So as we can see on the screen, USD CHF is the currency pair that they are recommending we should invest in. Write a 1 in the chat if that makes sense.
Yep, so I'm getting ones. So it makes sense.
Okay. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to find USD CHF on your list, and then you're going to hit trade. If you guys are with me so far, place a 1 in the chat.
I'm getting the ones.
Amazing. So after we've opened up this screen, we're then going to identify what, guys? What are you going to do now? What's the second step after identifying the currency pair in Igotrade? What are you guys going to identify now? Write it in the chat.
All right, so people are saying what kind of trade, whether it's a buy or a sell. And some people saying, is it a stop order or is it a buy order? So basically, what kind of an order is it?
Amazing, guys. Okay. So the second step is to identify what type of trade it is. Now, you guys should have wrote on your notes that a stop order means a buy stop or a sell stop, right? A stop order means a buy stop or a sell stop. So underneath of USD CHF, write in the chat if it says sell or buy.
Sell, stop, sell.
Amazing. So because this is a sell and we know that a stop order means a sell stop or a buy stop, we've concluded that this is a sell stop. If everybody is with me, throw some ones in the chat.
All right, I'm getting a lot of ones.
Amazing. So you guys were then going to go back to MetaTrader 4, change it from a buy stop to a sell stop. If you guys are with me, put some ones in the chat.
All right, I'm getting a lot of ones, Paula.
So exciting. Woo! So after we've identified what type of trade it is, we're simply going to see how much we want to invest per pip. Now, as recommendation, 0.10 is $1, so you can calculate the pips. But keep in mind, when Walter goes over risk management, that's not necessarily what you may be using, okay? So now we must fill in 3 prices, 3 sections: the price, the stop loss, and the take profit. Where are we going to find this? In Igotrade. So I simply go back to Igotrade and identify my price, my take profit, and my stop loss. Can someone please share in the chat what the current price would be that I'm going to be copying?
$0.984.
Amazing. Does everybody see that, guys? Keep the ones flooding through. Let's make sure everyone has a really good understanding.
Woohoo! I'm getting a lot of ones.
Awesome. So we're going to copy that, and we're simply just going to paste it. Remember, guys, when you click on the space, random numbers will appear. Just erase those numbers, no big deal, and paste your information. Now, guys, we just have to copy our stop loss and take profit. Someone throw in the chat, what's the stop loss? Let me know, what is my stop loss?
$0.989. You know, we have a lot of that from Kay, Daniela, Sharon, Richie, Ray.
Amazing. So we're going to copy that information, guys. And now please let me know, what is my take profit? What is my take profit number 2?
$0.98. I'm getting from Jerome, Kay, Richie, Ray. Guys, I'm just getting the same people. We have 31 people, guys. I want to see more names. More names. Come on.
Let's make sure we're all on the same page, guys. So by actively participating, we as leaders have a really good idea who needs extra help, who needs a better understanding, and who actually is on the same page as us, okay? So as you guys will do now is just simply place it. Now, those are 2 trades that you guys could actually take in while we go onto this call, okay? So this call is going to be recorded. So I just wanted to go over, okay, how to really just copy and paste, okay? So if you guys feel confident thus far on everything that we've gone over, place some ones in the chat. This will come better with practice, guys, right? It's a new ball game. It's something new. Simply by doing it just a couple times, you'll get the feel of it. What you can actually go do for better practice is after tonight's call, just open Igotrade and practice placing all the trades that you see on there. Although they won't be active, you won't be making any money from them. It'll give you confidence of understanding, going back and through your notes, what it is that you need to be able to do. So guys, don't take this for granted. You guys are super privileged to be welcomed into a platform that actually has high achieving results. I mean, this application has done a phenomenal job, truly, on helping you make money as soon as possible. So if you guys are ready, most importantly, excited to take advantage of this application, remember, 80% of people don't make money off of their phone. Only 20% do. You, by using this application this week, taking it seriously and practicing it, are a part of the 20%. How amazing. So guys, throw some fire in the chat if you're excited for a profitable week ahead. If you guys are excited to make some money this week and to learn a skill set in the highest, largest financial market in the world. Guys, it's been truly an honor. As you guys know, I'm here to help always.
All right, guys, who in this training learned and they were really excited about what Paulina just shared with them? If you really learned something, you got a lot of value from Paulina, I want you to drop some flames, because Paula just like dropped a lot of value right now, showing you guys how to really use Igotrade and how to use MetaTrader 4. Now, before I actually move forward about my part, I just want to cover something. I believe it was Lyndon that was saying, obviously that is different on your phone. Yes, if you're an Android user, MT4 is slightly different. The difference is just very small. So on the iPhone, on MT4, it's going to show take profit, it's going to show stop loss, it's going to label it. But on MT4, it's not labeled. However, you can tell the difference by the color of the boxes. So a red box is the stop loss box, and a green box is the take profit box. That's the main difference between an iPhone and an Android MT4. So I hope that makes sense. So now moving on, guys. What I'm going to talk to you guys now about is I'm just going to talk a little bit more about risk management, okay? As you guys know, I love talking about risk management. Risk management is key when it comes to trading. When it comes to, even if you're copy and paste trading, risk management is key. It's probably the most important part about trading. So the question is, what is risk management? What is risk management? Risk management is simply understanding, when you have an understanding of the potential reward and risk in a particular investment, and really taking the steps to minimize the risk where possible. Now, a lot of you guys have been on my previous training when we started doing the series. Was it 2 months ago we started doing the series of training? You guys always know that I always give the same example when it comes to the casino and when it comes to the gambler. Now, what is the difference between a gambler and a casino? Well, it's very simple. A gambler is someone that goes into the casino hoping to make some money, hoping they're going to get lucky, hoping that today is the day when they're going to make back in the casino. What does a casino do? The casino isn't the gambler. Casino doesn't have a gambling mentality. The casino is a business. It's a business that has bills. They have a lease to pay on the land, or on the land the hotel and casino on. They have employees to pay. They have staffs to pay. They've got a bill to pay. So for casino, they simply cannot afford to gamble. So when they're creating this environment for people to come into and gamble, understand the casino, they know their numbers. They've managed their risk. They know exactly how much money, worst case scenario, they're going to be making by the end of the year. So in this industry of trading, you guys have a choice. You have a choice to be either a casino or to be the gambler. So I'm going to ask every single one of you right now, who would you rather be? Would you rather be the casino or would you rather be the gambler? So drop your answers in the comment box. Would you rather be the casino or would you rather be the gambler? Now, if you choose to be the casino, then you need to learn the importance of managing your risk, because you got to treat trading like a business. If you know how to manage your risk, there's absolutely no reason why people should be losing more than they're willing to lose when it comes to trading. Now, there's something called a risk management triangle. Okay, risk management triangle. And these are 3 things that you always need to take into account. 4 things you always need to take into account, no matter what. So number 1, you got to take into account your entry. Number 2, you got to take into account your take profit. Number 3, you got to take into account your stop loss. And you also got to take into account your lot size as well. These things are very, very important. You always got to take every single one of these things into account when you're trading. Okay? So the first thing you got to understand is, okay, what is a take profit? Paulina just explained what a take profit is. Take profit is just simply a price that allows you to take your profit automatically when the market reaches that area, when market reaches that specific price. And your stop loss simply is a price where whenever market reaches that price and you're in a negative, you're in a loss, your profit will automatically, your loss will automatically get taken. So your trade is going to get closed and you're going to be prevented from losing too much money. But out of all these things, the most important one that every single one of you need to always take into account is your lot size. So you guys are beginners. Some of you guys are beginners. Some of you guys are a little bit experienced in trading. But one of the biggest reasons that people, sometimes they get results, but sometimes they just go through this period of time when things just not going their way. And sometimes it's because of your lot size. It's because of your lot size. You need to understand the lot size is probably the most important part when you're copying or pasting trades on Igotrade. When you're using a trade as Gemini, you got to make sure you're using the right lot size. I remember someone sent a screenshot in the group chat and they had a great amount of money in the trading account. But if we calculate the aggregate lot size that they were trading, they were risking around 20 to 30% of their account. And that's not safe. That's not professional. As professional traders, you always want to risk at least 2 to 3% of your account as a rule of thumb. 2 to 3% of your account in every single trade that you choose to enter. So on the left-hand side on the screen right now, you can see, just a screenshot of MT4 when you're placing an order. Now you see that decimal number, 0.01. Ladies and gentlemen, that number signifies the lot size. It signifies the lot size. So let me break down what exactly that number means. So in the marketplace, there are 3 different types of lot size. And for those of you that don't know what a lot size is, let me just explain to you just the concept. So lot size is the contract size is when you buy and sell currency pairs. So when you're buying and selling, the question is, what are you buying and selling? The answer to that question is you're buying and selling currency pairs. And then the next question is, how much am I buying and selling? And the answer to that question is the volume. How much are you buying and selling is relation to the volume. So when you're trading Forex, what you're trading is you're trading contract sizes ranging from thousands of that particular currency pair to tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of that specific currency pair. And of course, the more, the greater the volume, right? The larger the volume, the more you're risking, the more money you're risking. So within FX, we have the smallest volume, the smallest contract size is called your micro lots. Okay? It's called your micro lots. And then after the micro lots, we have the mini lots. And then we have the standard lot. Now your micro lot is a volume of 1,000 volume of that specific currency pair. And the decimal nomination of a micro lot is 0.01. So what you guys can see right now on the screenshot, 0.01, that's a micro lot. And then the value per pip is 10 cents per pip. So what is a pip? So when you guys are trading, you on Igotrade, you can probably see this trade is now 10 pips in profit or 50 pips target or 30 pips target or 100 pips target. What a pip is, it's simply the measure of price movements in the marketplace. Okay, it's the measure of price movements in the marketplace. And when you guys go through the Igo Learn educational platform, you're going to learn a lot more about this. You're going to learn a lot more about what each pip actually signifies. So a pip movement is simply a measure of movement of price within the marketplace. So every time price moves and you're trading a micro lot size, the value of that trade per pip movement is 10 cents. So if you have 10 pips, guess what? That's going to be $1. If you have 20 pips, right, then you're going to multiply that. So if you have 100 pips on a micro lot, right, that's $10, right, from that specific trade. So you got to understand that the lot size is very important. And then the second one is called your mini lot. So when you're trading a mini lot size, you're trading 10,000 of that specific currency pair, right? And of course, the decimal number for that is 0.1. So on pound, where it says 0.01 on the left-hand side, right? Let's say that you put 0.1 instead of 0.01. Now you're trading a mini lot size. So now every time price moves, it's going to be moving by $1 per pip. So every pip movement is $1. So if you have a trade that says as a TP of 50 pips, and you're trading a mini lot size, then you're looking to gain at least $50, approximately $50. And if you have a trade that has a stop loss of 20 pips and you're trading a mini lot size, then mathematically, if it's $1 per pip, then you know that if you lose money on that trade, you're losing $20 on that trade. Now, the third one is called your standard lot size. And a standard lot size is 100,000 volume of that specific currency pair you're purchasing. And then the decimal value for that is 1.0. So when you insert 1.0 in that little box that the arrow is pointing to right now, that means you're trading a standard lot size. And the pip value of a standard lot size is $10 per pip. $10 per pip. So that means if a trade is a let's say it has a 50 pip target and you're trading a standard lot size, a 50 pip target on a standard lot size of $10 per pip is $500. So imagine that on a mini lot size, 50 pips, you're making $50. On a micro lot size, the same 50 pips, you're making $5. And on a standard lot size, the same 50 pips, you're making $500. So how much money you make depends on your lot size that you're trading on. But at the same time, this applies to your losses. And this is what a lot of people, they don't like to accept. They know it, but they don't want to accept it. If you have an 80 pips target, or you have a 20 pips target for your stop loss, and you're trading a standard lot size, of $10 per pip, 20 pips is $200. So the question is this: if you're gonna go into a trade on a standard lot size and it has a 20 pip stop loss, and you want to go in on a standard, you need to be willing to accept a $200 loss if that trade goes against you. That is what we call risk management. Because here's the deal: if you don't accept that $200 loss and the trade goes against you and you get stopped out, right, and you lose $200 from your trading account, I don't want you to call me and complain to me, right? Don't call me and say, hey, Walter, I just lost $200. Like, guys, you should know these numbers before you place a trade. Okay, it's very important that you're putting in the right numbers, right, in there. So let me give an example. As a rule of thumb, if you have £1,000 in your trading account, the maximum lot size you should be using is a mini lot size. If you have £1,000 in your trading account, do not even trade a standard lot. Like, as a rule of thumb, trade a standard lot size when you have at least £10,000 in your trading account. Okay, so guys, be on the safe side, right? Use the right lot size. I know sometimes you're thinking, yeah, but this trade looks really good and I want to make as much money as I can and I could make £500 from this trade. But in the same way, you could lose £500. And if you're not willing to accept that loss, then trade at a smaller contract size. But one thing I'm so grateful for in Melius is Melius has provided us with a lot size calculator. So if you guys go on your Igotrade, so you go on Igotrade. Now, if you just go on any trade that's been sent out recently, let's take the top one. Now, on the right-hand corner, you're going to see like a little icon. The icon looks like a calculator. It's a small icon of a calculator. Now, that is your lot size calculator. Okay, so when you click on that, this screen that you can see right now on my page, on the left-hand side, that's going to pop up. So you click on that, that's going to pop up. Or alternatively, if you go on Igotrade and you bring out the menu on the left-hand side and you go to Tools, so there's an option that says Tools, right? You're also going to see the lot size calculator in the Tools section. So you can select it there and you're going to see it. Now, let me explain how the lot size calculator works. So let's say you want to enter a trade. So a trade has been sent out, pound USD, and you know, the stop loss is 50 pips, right? So the stop loss is 50 pips. So we always calculate our risk based off the stop loss, not the take profit. The take profit gives us an idea of a risk to reward ratio. So I'm going to talk about risk to reward ratio in the training that we have next week. But right now, I just want to keep this very simple. So the stop loss is what you need to calculate your risk. So the first thing that you want to put in the account currency. So you want to select what account currency are you using. Is it dollars? Is it pound? New Zealand dollar? Australian dollar? Whatever it is, just put it in. And then account balance, you want to put in your account balance. So in the example right now, I put in 1,000. Now, what's the risk percentage? Well, as I've told you guys, professional traders, you only want to risk 2 to 3% of your account. Nothing more than that. Let's keep it super simple. Don't go around risking 10% or 20% because you want to make £1,000 today. Like, risk 2 to 3% of your account. So put in 2%, and then the stop loss, you want to put in how many pips. So when you actually go to a trade and you drop down the trade to see the details of that trade, the last price it will give you is the stop loss. So you want to look and see how many pips that actually is. So you want to put that number in the box that says stop loss bracket pips, right? And then you want to select the currency pair. So select the currency pairs, Australian dollars to the Japanese yen. And then you want to put in the current price. But guys, you know the remarkable thing about this application? If you were to select the lot size calculator on the pair that you want to trade, it will automatically insert the price for you anyways. Okay? Now, once you've done that, you click on calculate. Now, when you calculate it, what is it going to tell you? It's going to tell you the amount of dollars you're risking. So out of $1,000, I only want to risk 2%. 2% is $20. So on this specific trade, I'm only risking $20. Now, what is my position size? Well, position size is 4,369 units. In a decimal nomination, that's 0.0436. So what am I going to put in the box? What am I going to put in that box right there? So I'm going to put in that box right there 0.04. That is my lot size. My lot size is 0.04. So I'm not going to put a number greater than 0.04 in that box. Why? Because I've calculated my risk. And based on what the risk calculator is telling me, if I put that number in that box and I put exactly the prices that the trader is giving me to put in the right boxes on my MetaTrader 4, I'm only going to risk 2% of my account. Now, guys, if that is super clear to you, if that makes 100% sense to you, I want you to put 100% in the comment box. So if that's really clear to you and that makes 100% sense to you, I want you to put 100%, 100% that makes sense to you. So guys, I don't want you screenshotting and putting in the group chat trades where you're risking 20, 30% of your account. I don't want to see that. That's bad culture, right? We want to set a very good culture in the team where we're only risking. You can be the most aggressive trader in the world. I've been in this industry for over 2 years and I see aggressive traders blow their account every month. So let's right now form the right habits in this industry of only risking 2 to 3% of our account. Because at the end of the day, I want to see you guys win. I don't just want to see you guys win today. I want to see you guys win long term. Okay, so that is pretty much it. You know, guys, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. You know, Paulo has shown you guys how to use the Igotrade. I've shown you guys what Melius provides that allows you to really manage your risk very well. But now the next step is down to you. So I want every one of you to go away and go to the Igo Learn and actually go through the basic and the intermediate, module on Igo Learn as soon as possible. Do you know why, guys? I'm going to be making an announcement at the end of this week. Now, guys, I really want you guys to understand what I'm about to announce, because I've got someone that actually is one of the masters on Igotrade, is a master on Igotrade. Now, guys, how would you like to be trained? How would you like to receive direct training, right, by one of the Igotrade masters? Who here would like that? Who here would like to receive a 2-hour session training from one of our Igotrade masters? Like, yes, you know, they have the sessions on live, but I'm going to get him to train just the Team Limitless, just for Team Limitless, just for this organization. Just for this organization is going to train every single one of you on his personal trading strategy. This is an individual that's one of the top performing traders on Igotrade. Is one of the top performing traders on Igotrade. You know, every single month consistently has been performing over 80% profitability on Igotrade. And guys, this individual, you know, is excited and is down to actually train every single person in Team Limitless on his strategy. But guys, here's the deal. I'm going to be making this announcement of who this individual is. I'm going to be making this announcement on the conditions you need to be part of this training. So guys, I'm super excited to get this individual on the call next week. I'm not going to say what day it is just yet, but next week, I'm going to get this individual on a call with as many people in Team Limitless that are really serious about taking the trading to the next level. So guys, if you're ready to take your trading to the next level, I want you guys to go to our group chat and I want you to put next level, like literally on the group chat, just put next level, guys. And in the next 24 hours, I will be announcing who is going to be training us, when this training is going to be. And guys, have a wonderful evening. It's been a pleasure actually showing you guys how to manage your risk. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Take care.